Hello students, this is Purnachandra. Today I am here with you to discuss some important instructions to the examinees who are going to write their examinations in the month of December 2021. So I hope at this point of time you have downloaded your admit cards. Okay, now after downloading the admit card, first you have to check your details like student photo, your photograph, and your name, center of examination, and your roll number, city, medium, your SRO number and mobile number, and your address for communication. After checking all these details, if anything you find different, that means your details are not correct, then immediately inform to the same to the ICAI with the helpline numbers. Suppose your photo is missing here, then what you have to do? If only the mistake is in photograph, then here is the instruction for you. What is this instruction? This instruction will discuss that. What is that? If photo is not there in the printed admit card, then you have to paste your photograph and attest the same with the ICAI member of the ICAI with his name, signature and membership number, all those things, and with his stamp also. Then after that, after getting attested this admit card, take this admit card in duplicate. One is given to the examination center and another one is you have to keep with you as proof of identity. Is it clear? Next, important note here is the examination timings are 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. for paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 and paper 2 are descriptive. That's why the timing is afternoon 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. 3 hours. Do remember please. And 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for paper 3 and 4. Some students they will get confusion in the timings. Don't confuse. For paper first two papers timings are 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and for the next two papers timings are 3 p.m. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, and ICAI is suggesting you reach the examination hall by 1 p.m. to avoid all the disturbances. Okay, some people they will come late. Okay, that too for descriptive papers they will allow 15 minutes time to read the question paper. So that's why ICAI is suggesting to be there by the student in the examination hall by 1 o'clock. Okay, next in the second page you can find the timetable and date and time of the examination, all those things, and the place they have provided to take the invigilator signature. This is the proof for that you have written the exam and signature of the invigilator. Okay, this is second page. Now for theory papers, ICAI will allow 15 minutes reading time. 15 minutes reading time for descriptive papers, paper number 1 and 2, and no advance reading time in respect of paper 3 and 4. Paper 3 and 4 are MCQ. For MCQ exams, they will not give 15 minutes advance time to read the question paper. Do remember please. Okay, next, if a student come late, by what time he come late? So late entry permitted only up to 2:15 p.m. That means after starting the exam up to 15 minutes they will allow the student for all papers. After 2 p.m. you are not allowed to the examination hall. Do remember please. Next, candidates are allowed to leave the exam center after 4 p.m. So after 4 p.m. you can leave the examination hall, no problem at all. Next, you must write MCQ booklet number in the attendance register while signing the same in paper 3 and 4. So you must write the MCQ booklet number in the attendance register while signing the same in paper 3 and 4. Booklet number you have to write. Next, OMR answer sheet must not be tied or tagged with the MCQ booklet. While surrendering the MCQ booklet for descriptive papers, student can take the question papers with him after completion of exam. But for MCQ papers, students are not allowed to take the MCQ booklet question bank to the home. So after completion of exam, you have to surrender the booklet, at the same time the OMR sheet to the invigilator separately. Don't tie MCQ booklet and OMR sheet. That is very important. Next, on conclusion of the examination, hand over descriptive answer book for paper 1 and 2 and OMR answer sheet and the MCQ booklet for paper number 3 and 4. So after completion of descriptive, you can take your question paper, but surrender the answer book. But for MCQ, OMR sheet and booklet both should be surrendered. Is it clear? Next important point is guidelines for examinees or students appearing for December 2021 examination. COVID guidelines. These are COVID guidelines. Okay. First, mask on face. It is compulsory. Nowadays, students are not wearing mask. But if you want to write the examination, you have to compulsorily wear the mask. That's why they said it is compulsory. Next, face shield, optional. If you want to take more care, then you can carry face shield. Otherwise, it is optional for you. Gloves on hand. This is also optional. Personal transparent water bottle. It is better to carry your own water bottle. Next, personal small sanitizer. It is better to carry sanitizer. Next, exam related items or documents as instructed. Calculators, stationery items, admit card, photo ID, etc. The documents which are needed for examination. Sir, I forgot the calculator, sir. Will I ask another person? No, you are not allowed to ask anything to the other person. Is it clear? Next, in case of the candidate is a minor, in case the candidate is a minor, he or she has to fill up an undertaking with the signatures of his or her parent, guardian in advance before reaching the exam center. This is applicable only for minors. Next, candidates are advised to read the guidelines for candidates pertaining to COVID-19 pandemic posted on icai.org. Is it clear? Next. Yes. This page is very important for the students. Look at, in this page they have given the heading instructions to examinees of the foundation examination. Okay, examination timings already we have discussed for paper number 1 and 2 and for paper number 3 and 4. Next, advanced reading time is available for paper number 1 and 2, but no advanced reading time is available for paper number 3 and 4. And these are do's and these are don'ts. Do's and don'ts you have to follow. Okay, first, reach the exam center by 1 p.m. Okay, next, occupy the seat earmarked against your roll number. After entering into the exam hall, please identify your roll number. Next, carry your own pen, HB pencils, eraser, stapler or ink bottling, blotting paper, scale and battery operated noiseless or cordless portable calculator with up to 6 functions, 12 digits and up to 2 memories. All these are examination documents. Okay, and this is very important. Use black ink ballpoint pen only. Black ink ballpoint pen only. Okay, use black ballpoint pen for writing in boxes and HB pencil for darkening and the corresponding circles below paper 3 and 4. Paper 3 and 4, because for OMR you should not use pen, you have to use pencil. Right. Next, write roll number at a specified place in the question paper. In the question paper, wherever necessary, write down your roll number. Next, check that the question paper bears the code as displayed on the notice or blackboard are announced in the examination room or hall, and ensure that you have received the question paper bearing the correct code. Each and every question paper will bear question paper code, and this question paper code they will write on the board or they will display. Identify whether the same question paper you received or not. Next, check that the question paper is complete with reference to the number of pages mentioned thereon. Suppose in the question paper there are 6 pages. They mentioned 6 pages. Identify whether 6 pages are there or not. Next, write roll number at the specified place in the main answer book only and in the OMR sheet, and don't write any roll number in any other place. Okay. Now, paper 1, this is regarding medium of instruction. That means some students they will write examination in English and some students they will write examination in Hindi. So which medium you have opted, you have to check it carefully. Okay, but for paper 3 and paper 4 there is no need for medium because it is MCQ based. Okay, next, mark or tick against the question number attempted in the pages provided on the front or cover page of the answer book in paper 1 and 2 only. See, I will show you the answer booklet specimen. The answer booklet specimen. There you can see all these points. Next, if you have taken additional answer papers, additional answer books, then you have to staple all the additional papers also. Next, sign the attendance register without fail. Don't forget to sign on the attendance register. This is very, very important. Next, what are the things you should not do in the examination hall? So don't use ink other than black. Don't use ink other than black. Okay, that is very important. Next, make or write any notings. That is, don't make or write any notings, rough work on the question paper. If you write anything on the question paper, it is treated as malpractice. So don't write anything on the question paper, and don't carry any paper, book, notes, or any other written materials like slips. Don't carry all these things. Next, don't write roll number anywhere except on the front page of the answer book in the question book, in the answer book, including additional answer books or graph or blotting paper. Don't write roll number except the place which is provided for that. Next, don't make or write religious symbols or prayers like God's names. Some people they will write with the word Om, or they will write just some symbols, and don't write like that. Okay. Next, Guru's name and Om, swastika, 786, like this. Don't use these symbols. Okay. Next, don't write or make extraneous or irrelevant or unrelated notes or remarks, appeals for marks, etc. Some people they will appeal for the valuationer. Don't appeal and don't write such type of statements. Next, don't carry printing models, scientific calculators or smartwatch. This already we have discussed. Next, don't exchange pen, pencil, eraser, question paper, all those things. Do remember, please. Next, don't talk or communicate with any other examinees. Okay, don't try to ask them, how are you writing and can you please help me? Don't do all those things. Next, don't tear off and don't carry any page or leave from the answer book. See, your answer booklet consists of 28 pages. Some students, suppose they have written 20 pages and don't tear the remaining 8 pages and take it with you. Don't do that. Okay, leave it as it is. Fine. Next, don't leave seat without permission. So don't go out of the examination hall without taking permission from the invigilator. Clear? And don't carry any mobile phones. Next, don't smoke, don't chew tobacco, betel, nut, gum, etc. Some people they will chew this center fresh, bubble gums, all those things. While writing the examination, don't do all those things, please. Okay. Next, make sure your answer don't mark your answer in respect of paper 3 and 4 in the MCQ booklet provided to you. Okay, don't mark your answer. in respect of some people. First they will not bubble, they will first mark the answers. They will read the first question and they will mark it, but don't do that, don't do that. Okay, first I will mark, then after I will bubble, but don't do that. If the invigilator sees, so they will treat it as what? Malpractice. That's why don't do all these things. Okay, next, don't staple or tag the OMR answer sheet with the MCQ booklet. Next, don't keep the OMR answer sheet inside the MCQ booklet. Some people, what they will do, actually we have to surrender two papers separately, OMR sheet separately, MCQ booklet separately, and don't keep the OMR sheet in the MCQ booklet. Okay, next important point, every candidate must sign the attendance sheet in the appropriate column against his or her roll number and name, and in no case shall leave the examination hall without signing the attendance sheet. See, you have written the exam perfectly, but you have not signed on the attendance sheet, then you will be marked as absent. Then what is the use of writing the examination? So first put the signature in the attendance register, that means attendance sheet. The candidates should not write any matter on the question paper except what is specifically required to be filled in. Don't write anything on the question paper. Next, and next important point is, there is no concept of exemption from appearing in a paper or papers in the CA Foundation exam. There is no exemption concept in CA Foundation. Do remember this. Yes, in case of descriptive paper, we have to be very careful while writing paper number 1 and 2. Sir, what is that care? See, 15 minutes time they will give to read the question paper. This 15 minutes is extra time. Okay, now second one, the attendance register contains the roll number sticker of the candidate. Attendance register or attendance sheet consists of roll number sticker of the candidate. Okay, in the paper number column below the space where the candidate is required to sign. Okay, now candidates should peel off the correct roll number sticker. Okay, yes, I will show you the attendance register. Look at the attendance register. Here the roll number of the candidate is there. Opposite to that, you have to write your registration number, SRO number, and the photo. Here automatically you will get the photo. Okay, and here your name, specimen, signature you have to put. Now this is the sticker. So from here you have to peel the sticker correctly and paste it the space provided for this, for here. Okay, so you have to peel off the sticker from attendance register and you have to paste it on the specimen, that means your answer booklet. Okay, so this point is very important. Of relevant paper, don't paste the sticker of other subject. That means other subject means next day exam on today's exam. Don't do that mistake, please. Okay, or subject against his or her name from the attendance register and affix the same within the box provided in the top right hand corner of the cover page of the answer book. Here you can see. Okay, this is the space provided. Fine. Next, we suggest the students to write each question in a fresh page. Sir, suppose after completion of one answer some space is there, sir, then what you have to do? After completing the paper and score off any blank pages, that is draw a line across the blank page if any. This we have to follow. Next, so the answer to each question in all parts should be completed fully in one page or in a consecutive set of pages before the next question is taken up. That is all parts of a question to be done together, all parts of the question. Okay. Next, candidates are required to answer the requisite number of questions as per instructions printed on each question paper. You need not to write the extra questions. Fine. Next, candidates should write the answers only in black ink and in no other color. Fine. Next, the candidate should write the question number and the sub question number, if any, very clearly. Some people, they will forget to write the question itself, question number itself. Answer they will write, but they forget to write the question number. Don't do it. Question number and sub question number, both we have to write clearly. Okay. Candidate should thoroughly check and ensure that the question number written by him is correct. Okay. In his own interest, the candidate should also leave a margin on each page in case margin is not provided in the answer book. Suppose if in the answer book there is no margin, then you have to draw a margin. Okay. Next important point. See, the answer book contains 28 pages. Suppose if any student has taken any additional answer books, then what they have to do? The answer book and additional sheets used, if any, should be fastened together with a tag supplied for the purpose. You have to tag it. Okay. Don't surrender the answer booklet and these additional sheets separately. Tag this and submit it. Okay. They should also be stapled. Okay. Candidates are to bring their stapler and staple them after tagging. You have to carry the stapler and staples. Fine. Next, the number of answer books used must be clearly stated in the space provided on the cover page of the answer book. See here the specimen of answer book. Here, number of answer books used. Number of answer books used. Main, already you need not to write the main answer. So main place, suppose I have used 2 additional sheets. So here you have to write 2 additional sheets, or I have used 1 additional sheet. Suppose you have not used any additional sheet, then you have to write 0 additional sheets. Is it clear? Yes. And the important points relating to paper 3 and paper 4. Look at here. The question paper booklet of each paper will consist of 100 multiple choice questions, paper 3 and paper 4, MCQ based papers. So they will consist of 100 questions. So each question will be of 1 mark, and for every question 4 options for an answer will be given in the booklet. Okay, each question for 1 mark and 4 options they will provide. You have to choose 1 option. The candidate is required to select one amongst the options as his answer and darken with HB pencil that circle, that means A or B or C or D. Suppose for each correct answer 1 mark will be awarded. For each wrong answer 1/4 of the mark earmarked for that question will be deducted. That means suppose you have chosen correct answer, 1 mark. Suppose you have chosen wrong answer, they will deduct 1/4 or 0.25 marks. That means negative marking. So that's why while choosing the answer, be careful. If it is correct, okay. If it is wrong, then you will lose 0.25 marks or 1/4 mark. Okay. Now look at. And while marking, while bubbling the OMR sheet, paper number 3 and 4, you have to use only HB pencil. Don't use block ballpoint pen, only HB pencil. And see here marking the answers, how we will mark. Complete marking, this is correct, complete marking. Okay, and side they have given, look at, this is correct method and these are wrong method. Ticking, tick mark, don't tick mark, simply bubble it, or half leap, half bubbled, or just done like this or like this, or bubbling 2 answers. Don't do all those things. Okay, and this is important. Act of unfair means any, suppose if you do any unfair or any cheating, then what are the punishment for the student? Okay, violation of the instructions to examinees as contained about tantamount to adoption of unfair means. The nature of such violation inter alia includes the following. First, writing or jotting on the question paper. If you write anything on the question paper, then what is the punishment? You will get some punishment. That means you will be disqualified from examination. Okay, writing in the answer book or additional book of example roll number other than at the specified page, or registration number or name, mobile number, unwarranted remarks, irrelevant notes, etc. Don't do all those things. Don't write all these things. Okay, next, position of material inside the examination hall or room or washrooms. This is also treated as unfair means. Okay, so if you found as, if you are following, if the invigilator found you are doing unfair means, then what they can do? If a candidate is found to have resorted to or has made attempts to resort to unfair means pertaining to an examination, the council may, on receipt of a report to that effect and after such investigation as it may deem necessary, take such disciplinary action against the candidate concerned as it may think fit. The superintendent of examination has absolute power. Superintendent of examination has absolute power to expel a candidate from the examination hall, or if in his opinion the candidate has adopted or attempted to adopt unfair means in connection with the examination. Okay, so he is expelled from the examination. So that's why don't try to make any unfair means. Is it clear? Yes. Now see the specimen of your answer booklet. So each answer booklet contains 28 pages. Okay, here you have to write your roll number in words. Here you have to write your roll number. First you have to write your roll number, after that you have to bubble it. Okay, like this. If you are a first time writer, then you will get some doubts. If you are a second time writer, you will not get any doubts. Okay, you have to bubble like this. And here from the attendance sheet, attendance register, you please peel off the sticker and paste it. Next, here you have to put your signature. Is it clear? You have to put your signature. And don't write here. This is the space meant for invigilator signature. Okay. Next, here you have to write the examination name and group number and paper number and subject. Okay, suppose you are writing principles and practice of accounting. Here you have to write paper 1, and here the subject principles and practice of accounting, and remaining spaces used by the ICAI. Okay, here suppose you have completed question number 1, tick question number 1. And question number 2 completed, tick question number 2. Question number 3 completed, tick question number 3. And don't write anything here. This is the space used by the valuationer. Okay, you should not write anything here. Just you have to tick. Don't forget to tick against the question number which you have written. Okay, so except these places, don't write anything. Except these spaces or places, don't write anything extra. Okay, next, see the attendance sheet or attendance register. Okay, this is your attendance register. And one more thing, I will show you the OMR sheet also. This is the OMR sheet. This is the OMR sheet. On the OMR sheet, you have to write your roll number. Okay, and after that, bubble it. After writing roll number, bubble it. Next, question booklet number. Question booklet number you can find on the question bank. Okay, and here you have to write the medium English and bubble it English. Okay, next, question paper booklet number. Whatever the question paper booklet number you can find, write down that question paper booklet number. Next, here you have to put your signature. signature of candidate with the pen. OMR sheet, sir, you only said now in OMR sheet we have to bubble with pencil. Yes, bubbling with pencil, but your signature with pen. Okay, here the invigilator signature. So these are the precautions you have to take for the examination. Okay, so hope you understood all the important instructions for your examinations. So I wish everybody will write the examinations with utmost concentration and perfection. Everybody will get through this examination. So all the best, students.